Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. I hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video right here and needed update on Plasma or XPL. We're going to do a full update. We'll talk a little bit about some fundamentals, and then we will spend some more time talking about the current technical situation. The last time I covered XPL, I think was on Wednesday. Wednesday we were still showing some relative strength, and we actually had the opportunity to potentially break above 50 cents. But I already told you back then that I thought it was most likely that, yes, at some point of time we'll break out. But this was most likely going to be a fake out. And I think we would have had a better chance to actually reclaim and to actually get some recovery higher into 60 and 70 cents if the market circumstances were better, because obviously this happened on Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, we had quite a lot of bad news, or at least quite a lot of bearish pressure in the markets. So that really pushed XPL down as well. I mean, Thursday, XPL was actually still one of the strongest coins, but it did not last. I mean, the leverage that went into potentially breaking out right there got flushed. It dropped down lower, and right now we're still in that consolidation. So ultimately, if you watch my video on Wednesday, you would be prepared for this price action. But is this price action ideal? No, but we'll talk about that. All right, so first of all, fundamentally, I'm still a fan of Plasma. And I know it's getting harder and harder to say that, but ultimately I did my research, I've made my decision, and I still think Plasma is a great project. It has a lot of utility. I would definitely, if you have some cash, some stable coins laying around, I would definitely check that out as well. They're not making that much revenue, but I think in this case, the TVL is at least some sort of a measure of success. So fundamentally, I still think XPL can rally. And if we're talking about the technicals, I mean, we have so many imbalances left all the way up to 70 cents that I think we can see some recovery as well. Now, I think it's going to be difficult. Like, I know some of you have bought in much higher. I think it's going to be difficult to break above 70 cents, rally into 90 cents, rally above $1. I think that is, like, if you take a look at this chart, I think it's quite likely to expect some sort of recovery in the next month, right, to fill some of those imbalances. But I think it's going to be very hard, and we would need some significantly different market circumstances to actually get a bullish reversal and to get into an uptrend. So that is something I do feel obligated to say, because I know quite a lot of you are in long-term positions from much higher. I mean, personally, I scaled in a lot between 70 and 60, so I am still in a loss. But I do think it's reasonable to expect, based on market circumstances, based on technicals, that we're going to reclaim that. When, though, is a good question, because right now, XPL is consolidating. Let's keep it broad, between 50 cents and 40 cents. And honestly, I mean, if we really zoom out, I don't see a lot of strength for XPL. I actually think it's losing some momentum. And we got some nice bottoming price action right here on Friday together with the markets. And since then, we have seen some recovery with the point of control every day shifting up higher, but we're still below the 7-day rolling VWAP. We're still, I wouldn't call it compressing, but we're still bouncing against the bottom of the range. It's also not great. I would much rather prefer to spend some time at the top of the range. So any downturn right here for Bitcoin, which is for the markets, which is definitely a possibility with these fundamentals, with the news going on, and we're down lower. But ultimately, I do think that a lot of the selling pressure has been exhausted. And even though I think it's, I would say, just to be safe, that it's quite likely we'll retest the level like 35 cents. Which we also, like that general area, we also tested right here on Sunday, as you can see, that we'll retest something like that, and that we will reclaim the range and stay in the range for now. And I still think that from this range, it might take some time though, but we will be able to get a reclaim of 50 cents, a good one, and get a rally into that level at 63 cents initially, and then we'll talk about higher, but that's for later. So those are still my thoughts. I'll definitely keep you updated on this whenever I can, right? I mean, obviously right now XPL is not doing much. So if we get some big moves, I'll be there. I'll make a video. But if not much is happening, then this is most likely still valid, right? So those are my thoughts. Thank you for watching. But for now, that's it. So have a great Sunday and bye.